I wish that I could have had my sister with me. I wish, but the good thing is that her foster mom and my foster mom allowed us to communicate.
Oh, good.
Because sometimes that doesn't happen. And then she was adopted, and her adoptive mom allowed us to communicate.
Good.
So
how old is she?
I'm 56. Dory, right? She's 40, 46.
Okay. So she was 10 years younger than you, experiencing the same abuse in the system.
Talking to her, just talking to her about some of the things that I feel like hers was worse than mine.
Really? Why?
The things that she would tell me that happened to her.
By your stepdad?
No, he never hit her. That was his daughter.
Okay.
But when they can't take one child and not take that. So I went to foster care the first time. We had to go to court. I testified, whatever. And then later on they ask you, do you want to go back? And I was like, I want to go back home, Mom, right? A year later, we were back in foster care. But about a year and a half, 2 years later, we were back in foster care, and then that was it, right? And then when we got in foster care, they would visit her and not visit me because we were on 2 different days. So Tuesday, I would go to therapy and this and that. And I was supposed to have a visit from my mom, at least my mother. And they wouldn't come see me, but Wednesday they would go see my sister.
Wow.
So it was that. And then they just stopped going and they lost their parental rights. And then she was able to get adopted and I stayed in foster care bouncing around.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
I'm so baffled by this story because you are so giving and loving, and it just hurts my heart to hear this story. It really does. It breaks my heart, Tyese, that you went through that. And I'm just curious how you journeyed through. Because I didn't go through it, and I'm like tearing up for you.
I promise you, at a young age, I read the Bible, front to cover. I mean, the front to back. I read the Bible every day. And I felt like from the first time I said my prayer, that God got me. And so some of the things I went through, I'm like, okay, I could deal with this, right? Because it's not that. So even when I was being sexually abused in that foster care, in that house in Brooklyn, he was a bus driver. And he was doing this to his own daughter. I could hear it.
And how old were you?
11 maybe.
This, my heart is breaking maybe. Because... because if you, Tyese is like the, even you, I wouldn't have this conversation with you and think that you all went through anything like this. And I'm thinking of the kids who are still going through it.
They're going through it.
It is heartbreaking. And I'm so angry around the conversations we're having in this country. And you all survived despite everything. And I'm the one in tears. And you all are like, we good, girl. We moving through. But I'm just thinking there is somebody right now facing what you all faced.
Yeah. And they're young. They're like
kids, children, innocent.
Yeah. My friend was telling me yesterday, I was talking to him, and his friend is going to get his nephew, he's 5 years old.
Oh my God.
And foster care, was just put in foster care. Mind you, he has uncles that are in the same town with him, but they took him from the house because the mother was selling her 14-year-old daughter to men.
Oh my God.
And so a 5-year-old baby, that's Allison.
Yes, her grandchildren, I met her grandkids were with us in Atlanta on this other production we were doing, and I'm picturing these girls.
Yeah.
And I just think, how did you, because you're going to go through the rest of your life with these scars, mentally and emotionally. So I wonder what you might share, what she has as she goes forward in her life, and how you healed and how you journey, what you might share. Yes, please. Y'all can just come give me the tissue because I know I look crazy with these tears. Thank you. And I'm sorry, you guys, because I'm embarrassed that I'm the one in tears and y'all are just stronger than I could ever imagine being. I cry about the things I went through, and it pales in comparison to what you went through, and just knowing how amazing you've always been.
I think for me, I always want to be what I didn't receive. It comes so natural for me to love and to give and to be and to, that's natural for me. That's just how I'm made, so experiencing those other things was so shocking, but then you get used to it because that's life, right? This is what it is, and you got to keep pushing, and that's what it is. It took me a long time to even be comfortable in a hug. And I'm telling you, You know when I got comfortable in a hug?
When?
Samson.
Oh, so I will tell you, Tyese is married to another wonderful person. I was blessed to work with Samson, her husband. You guys met in what, 2005?
Oh my goodness.
306. We all worked at BET News, and Tyese was the booker there. And Samson was a new correspondent at BET, like from the streets. Samson was from the streets, and so he was our street correspondent. And we would Samson would go to Capitol Hill and interview these guys from the streets. And I always thought that y'all were just together and met them, but their love is so beautiful. So I love that. That's the love is just it's infectious. We all talk about it. Every time y'all post. It's it really is, and I just love seeing it because we will have Samson on the show, so you guys will have to come back and tune in when we have him because he has a very compelling story too. He right over there. I'm just trying not to. We love you, Samson. He right over there off camera. But we love you, Samson. But I'm just thinking about what you went through and thinking about what you are going to go through as this accomplished woman. Like you're a baby, you're 21, and I'm just like, oh, I want to take this girl and help you in whatever way. What do you most need in life now as you begin your journey into the world, but also your healing journey from everything you've gone through?
I would say, that is a hard question.
Yeah.